Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at Cardano. They've achieved some pretty big milestones and I want to dig into those and talk about Cardano in a little bit more detail, not just looking at the technical analysis because Nick does a lot of that on the channel. We also want to kind of look at the fundamentals and other analytics on the cryptocurrency. So if you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Don't forget to jump in the Discord. There's over 4,600 people supporting one another, navigate this space safely. It's a fantastic community. You definitely want to check it out. Now, what I would say is we do have some private sales for projects building on the Cardano ecosystem. We've recently done a private sale seed round for Hypercycle, which is a ledgerless sidechain on the Cardano ecosystem, and the next one that we're going to be doing is Rejuve, which is a Singularity Net ecosystem project. Looking at from a medical and longevity kind of viewpoint. So definitely interesting projects that look to be fantastic opportunities at seed round. So jump in the Discord, link is in the description. It's absolutely free to join the Discord to find out some more information on these wonderful opportunities. Right, let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start here on Coin Market Cap. Now for me, Cardano is a pretty solid project, and a lot of people say that we talk about Cardano an awful lot. I mean, we're here, we talk about various different projects. But one thing that I would say is Cardano for me is like one of those top tier altcoins that I think is going to do really, really well in the next bull cycle. It is sort of poised now, ready with basically everything that is required for it to, go off to the races, essentially. I think this is a fantastic opportunity. So when we do go into the next bull run, Cardano for me is going to see tremendous gains. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I treat this as educational purposes only. It is just my opinion. But we're basically rocking in 8th place now by market cap at 0.3994, down 0.4% at the time of recording. And obviously if you were in the Discord and you were a Patreon member, you'd be seeing mine and Nick's buy and sell alerts, and you would see that we have been getting into some of these projects in the most recent lows. So these are fantastic opportunities in my opinion, and people should be definitely digging into Cardano. Now there is a lot of misinformation circulating the internet and social media platforms, be that Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, about Cardano and many other projects, in fact. But I think a lot of this is just misinformation from people that don't really understand the underlying technology. They don't utilize it, and they're big fans of other projects. And it's a real shame that, people, look to do this misinformation kind of campaigns. It seems to be something that we see an awful lot with Cardano, just because there hasn't been sort of any seed rounds and private sales and so forth. It seems that it's mainly just retail investors and some wealthy retail investors, let's say. So look, just go do dig deep when looking at Cardano. But let's get into some of these big milestones. So Cardano DEX announces first governance milestone details, and the details are here. We've got SundaeSwap, a Cardano DEX has announced a significant governance milestone in a tweet it made known that the first on-chain SundaeSwap governance vote is now live. So these are the sorts of things for me that they're just milestones along the way, and I think Cardano is one of these projects that is going to do remarkably well. We've seen lots of other projects like Solana pop up and go and get significant total value locked. I think the next bull run is going to be the bull run for Cardano, because obviously now having smart contracts and working on the governance side of things, the stable coins now starting to go live. Everything is sort of poised to do really well. It's just my opinion. let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. But like, I wanted to make this dedicated video to really talk about, you know, how I feel about Cardano and its positioning right now. You know, there's a couple of projects that I'm really happy with. You know, Near Protocol, VeChain and Cardano, even Polkadot to a point. I think these projects have been working tirelessly through the bear market and doing some fascinating things. So projects to look at, not just Cardano, but for me, I really wanted to kind of put across my thoughts and opinions on Cardano, because I think that it is one of those that is poised to do really well. So, you know, I'll eat my words if I'm wrong, right? And nobody really knows, but it does seem to be lining up really nicely. You got Cardano records 135,000 active addresses in biggest transaction spike in months. And there's a lot of people that talk about Cardano as being one of those that just never pumps and never does anything. And they couldn't be further from the truth. This is a project that has huge potential, you know, for you know, changing people's lives for the better, particularly in the areas where, you know, you've got the unconnected and the unbanked. And I think Cardano is going to definitely support with micropayments in those sorts of areas of the world and connecting people through other projects like World Mobile on their ecosystem. So look, I'm not surprised to start seeing the transactions here. Cardano experienced a high spike in daily activity addresses since May 2022. Data from you know, another website here shows roughly 135,400 ADA addresses transacted on the network on the 1st of February. A continuous uptrend in on-chain metric may signal an increase in ADA's blockchain usage. So this is something really interesting, something that I wanted to cover off. I think that, you know, this is basically people that have been on the sideline waiting, you know, potentially people FOMOing in. Now, I do expect prices to come back down. I am being very, very clear about this. I see a chart circulating the Twitter, for example, and that's very much how I kind of picture the play to be over a steady, you know, few weeks and months, the prices to come down significantly. Whether that is a new lower low or whether that just confirms the bottom is in, it's one of those two scenarios. That is kind of my position on crypto right now. It might not be the best time to be getting in. And, you know, seeing Michael Burry talk about, you know, sell in his tweet and then removing it. People saying that he removed it because he was wrong. No, he always does this. He will tweet out a warning message and delete it like a few minutes later. This is something that he just does. I'm not sure why, but it's quite clever. It draws attention to it. So, you know, I'm erring on caution and preserving my capital. And look, there's a lot of people that make comments that we missed the bottom. We called the bottom. We called the damn bottom in May. That it was going to be in June. June came. It was back in those you know, back in May, that was the bottom. I called it personally. I called it live on videos and on live streams, calling for the June bottom. June's bottom came and I said, it doesn't feel like it's the real bottom. I think we've got another lower low. What did we see? We saw another lower low. And now I'm just saying it's going to be either a confirmation that that was the bottom, or whether we're going to see a new lower low. So look, that's kind of my point, my view on it. If you go into the Discord, if you're a Patreon member, you will see when I was buying Bitcoin around those lows. So, you know, we've done very, very well, but we're still cautious with our capital. And I think that's really important to be aware of. Now, if we move on to the final thing that I wanted to cover off here, Cardano, more than 1.85 million stablecoin JED minted, and 40,000 burned in billion-dollar market. So Cardano's over-collateralized stablecoin JED is making waves only 2 days after its launch. JED has achieved many milestones in a short period, including a massive burn and nearly 2 million tokens minted. So this is, you know, this is a big deal. This is going to, you know, be drawing in a lot more DeFi total value locked for the Cardano ecosystem, and it's going to be really interesting to see how, you know, things start to come together for Cardano. I think this is a huge opportunity, and anybody that was getting in, you know, in the most recent lows are going to do very, very well on Cardano, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. I'm really interested to get a well-rounded view of people's thoughts on Cardano, so do let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, support the channel by hitting that like button. We really do appreciate it. It helps us out massively. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you get all of the most up-to-date news, the urgent news that is, first, and you don't miss anything. Okay, thanks for watching, take care, and Nick will catch you in the next one.